And good morning, everyone. How the heck are you? This is author Brian K. Morris, and in a few minutes, more than a few, we're going to have the great Brian Rodman on talking about his crowdfunding campaign that's going to start at noon Eastern, 11 Central, for the second issue of the Nebulizer. All right, you've loved the first issue. He's going to be doing a second one with a third on the way. You can start nagging him when the third one's going to come out. But first, fill your coffee cups. We've got quite the ride coming this morning. We'll talk to you after this.
10 seconds.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
How dare you!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore, your morning dose of creative conversation and coffee with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, Facebook famous YouTuber, and former mortician's assistant. Get ready to start your day off right.
And good morning. How the heck are you? It is Friday, April 22nd, 2022, and we're going to be hearing soon from Brian Rodman, who is probably rousing himself and girding his loins for crowdfunding combat. And right now we are going to run some stuff here, and one of the things I want to tell you about is, let me get down to where it is. There we go. Nebulizer right there. Right there. Check out that bit.ly address. And what'll happen is, if you go for that, is you will not be charged for anything. There will be no financial obligation. All that will happen is when the campaign goes live at noon today Eastern time, you will be notified immediately that the campaign is going. We want to get Brian over the top today because I told him it would happen, and I don't want to be made look foolish any more than I normally am, says the man with a fez. But anyway, please check that out. But meanwhile, we have got some business to take care of, and we are brought to you by Rising Tide Publications. Check out the upcoming The Terrors soon, coming to an Amazon.com near you. And also, we want to say thank you to our usual sponsor, Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. One of the things you're going to need to decide on, especially if you're a self-publisher, is what kind of cover if I'm going to have on my book, huh? Or my comic book. Well, you want the best imagery you can possibly find, and that's what Jeffrey Hayes specializes in. So check out the Plasma Fire Graphics Facebook page, then zip on over to plasmafiregraphics.com and check out all the samples you see there. They are glorious. Oh my gosh, they are. And he's done a whole bunch of stuff with me, and we're going to be doing some more work in the future. And if you want to get on his list of good kids to work with, then go to plasmafiregraphics.com and have him send you a rate card so you can see all of his indie creator friendly pricing. All right, for all your graphics needs, that's Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. Also, we want to thank our Patreon supporters. Patreon is a monthly subscription service where you can support your favorite creators directly, and many of these people have their own active Patreon account. So please check them out as well. But anyway, you get stuff in return for your monthly stipend to me. And even $1 gets gets you access to my twice weekly exclusive blog. Every blog deserves a name. And so if you want to check that out, go to www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris for more excitement. And let's see, also want to mention that I have a brand new publication out. This is the year of you getting sick of me is what's going to happen. And it may have already happened, but anyway, a brand new book from Prose Press is called The New Adventures of the Blue Circle, with stories by myself, James Blakey, and Quentin R. Castle. It's about a Golden Age superhero. Actually, he's just a man with fists of stone who is a millionaire inventor, and when he puts on that blue hood and the red cloak, he becomes the Red Circle, but the Blue Circle rather. But the Blue Circle is also a panel of reformed criminals who sometimes help him in the field, sometimes consult with the hero, and it always makes for great adventure. We got 3 terrific stories. This is available now in paperback and digital on Amazon, so please check it out. All right, so anyway, let's put that banner back up for the Nebulizer. And like I said, probably about 1/2 we're going to have Brian Rodman on talking about that book, and he's going to tell you why it ain't easy being wheezy. But until then, let's get to your comments, shall we? Yes, we shall. I see all kinds of cool people in there. Oh my gosh, I am overwhelmed. Anyway, Mike Jimmy Lorsha de Bruin is first in the gate here. Good to see you, Mike Jimmy. At 9:30 next month, I'll have to fulfill 2 books myself. So I'm taking down the marketing to mentally prep for that. That is in one sense, it's very satisfying, but it's also a lot of work. Mike Jimmy, you put out great product. Check out Life on Coro on Indiegogo. And time for, you got that right, or I'll be asleep even before seeing the Fuzzy Fez Man. I might pass out right before. I only got a couple hours sleep last night, so we'll see how long the bean will keep me conscious. And good morning to you, Carl Witzman. Good to see you here as always. And Mike Jimmy says hi. And writer takes a year to do a book, but could you have the cover done in 2 days? I suppose it's possible if you're an awesome designer like Carl Witzman. I'm thinking that is very, very much possible. Luckily, I am pretty fast. You are, and you're damn good at what you do, too. Check out the work of Michaela Jade, the Warriors trilogy, soon to be a quadrology. I guess that is quadrology. Sounds like a painful medical procedure. But anyway, you are pretty and you are fast. I love your beard. And depends on who you ask and how much you really expect. Carl says, Mike Jimmy, good point. Actually, I could get a cover done in 2 days. And Carl says, obviously I can too, Mike Jimmy. I'm just teasing Michaela. Yeah, we all figured that. And when you miss it, there's still time to watch Morning Motivation before I arrive. In fact, if you abandon me now for Michaela Jade, I will understand. I would too, except I'm busy. And Mike Jimmy says, this week is going to be more fan inks for me. Join the Sketchy Saturdays tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time to see what it will be. And finishing up pages 17 to 19 for Life on Cora number 6, hopefully. Yeah, check out that show, Sketchy Saturdays, with him and Marv V. On the Raging 2 network. Very proud of those guys. Yeah, cool. That is very cool. And speaking of very cool, Raging 2 broadcast network. Morning, nerds. Good morning to you, mwah, darling Nita. I'm going to DM you later. I got some stuff to tell you. Anyway, I hope you're having a great Friday. Making it a Fri-YAY. And we love you, hon. And Carl Witzman, on Sunday, we are going to Casey, Illinois to meet some Muncie friends at an event and meet this fairly famous geocaching blogger. I'll take a copy of my book along just in case he interviews me. That is awesome. Casey, the gateway to God knows where. But anyway, that sounds like fun. And check out, if you want to learn what Muncie is, check out Carl Witzman's books on Lulu.com. Also Donna Carleen, because he's got some cool stuff on this really cool game. It's like Pokemon, but for cool kids. Anyway, morning, fellow nerds, says Mike Jimmy. And always be promoting. Damn right, Carl. Promoting is good. Believe me. Get this available now with the award-nominated story, Snow Ambition, from Ben Books, available on Amazon, and from BobbyNash.com. And hey, Nita, and oh, that sounds like fun. Yes, it does. And it should be, Mike Jimmy. We chase around with our smartphones looking for QR codes hidden all over town. Nita calls it Pokemon for seniors. Whatever. Yeah, these young whippersnappers, I tell you, Carl. And yeah, I know geocaching, both the old and new kind. Personally, not my thing, but I've done it while doing cycling tours before. Mike Jimmy, I was tempted for a while because I, used to read. I read a comic book called Knights of the Dinner Table, and I know the gentleman in charge of the comic section, Jolly Blackburn, was really into geocaching at one point. I don't know if he still is. I haven't heard about it in ages, but this sounds like a lot of fun. I could possibly try it. And this dude does a YouTube geocaching monthly vlog, and he's got quite a following, trying to hoard my way into all those readers. Well, just drop those links in his thing. Gee, I really love your content here, sir. And by the way, if you love his content, you'll love the Mad Gasser Cheerleader of Calhoun County, available on Lulu.com. And Raging 2, this Nita person is hilarious. She is a darling. I adore her, and as you should, says my good Jimmy, and 55,000 subscribers. So, yep, name something I'll never see. That Nita person is hilarious. I find her beguiling. She is wonderful. And from the desk of a small press publisher, Jody McPhee, good to see you. Morning all. I was waiting to see who was going to be backer number one. Well, Eric Hawkins is looking to be that guy. I won't make it. I will probably be busy. But anyway, I will be pledging towards that campaign later on. And Carl, you love me, says Michaela Jaden. You know it, but yeah, I need to get cover images to you quicker. We all love you, Michaela, or we kill for the chance to. Hope you're doing well. Mwah. And yeah, I love you, Michaela. Maybe a longer warning next time. Haha, what's the next title so I can get started now? And morning, Brian and Brian. Well, we'll have the other Brian here soon, but we'll pass on your regards. Also, check out Comic Book Spectrum last night. Joe D. McPhee was on there and was awesome, along Brian Rodman and Eric Hawkins and myself. And Carl Wilson says, I picture my book covers even before I'm done writing the darn thing. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I know that when I have ideas what I want my covers to look like usually, and I turn them over to my designer along with the idea. And generally, they come back with something that I never would have thought of, and it's 1,000 times better than anything I could have ever conceived. So I should probably learn to keep my mouth shut. Anyway, I vote we go for Brian and Bri. You may decide which one is amongst yourselves to confuse them even more, or you could swap at random moments, And find them. I meant find them. And Carl says, Michaela Jade, ironically, for my Western romances, I have a couple images picked out already. Cool. And I usually figure out cover designs about halfway into a comic myself and find what, Nita, asks Carl Witzman. Well, there are places where you can buy pre-made cover layouts, and it has room for the copy, the title, your byline, and everything else on there. Amy Hale's Neurosis was done that way. She had the cover for like months before I think she had it before she even started the book, started the actual writing. She had the basic idea, but she found that and she showed it to me. I'm like, and she told me the basic idea of the book, and I'm like, that is perfect. That is just, it was designed for you. So sometimes it works, and sometimes you need somebody like Carl or Plasma Fire Graphics to get your graphics in order. And Nicholas Tucker, always good to see you. Glad to talk to you last night. Good morning, all. Apologies as I didn't feel well and had to spend more time on the machine. I'm sorry, brother. I hope you feel better soon. And another author had this scrap of charred paper for her cover to hide that her cover model had the wrong pants. I just helped change his pants. Issue solved. I'm hearing that most people, when they get to a certain age, do have to have their pants changed for them. Fortunately, I'm not there yet, and I get past this by simply not wearing them. There's a reason this sign is up here, And hey, Nick Tockard says Raging 2, and no worries, Nick. Good to see you, though, and no problem, Nick. We're just filling up the chat for you. But the Nevermind the Furthermore pre-show really was not required this morning. You guys have been nice and active, says Carl. Says, excuse me, Nick Tocker. That's because you trained them well, sir. Hope you feel better this weather. Yeah, I saw that we are supposed to get rain in a few minutes. Nick may already be getting it. So we'll see what happens. And oh yeah, we keep Brian busy whenever we can. It supposedly is going to keep me out of trouble, although so far it's not working. You guys are going to have to step it up. And go grab a quick shower. Hopefully I'll be back before I have to report to Daphne. That's right. You should be cleansed before you report into the other boss, right? Anyway, love you, Nita. Mwah. We'll be imagining you in the shower. Never mind what I said. And Carl Wisman says, right after the show, I need to take my friend to the eye doctor about a 100-mile round trip, and look at that weather. Rainy and ick. Ooh, sorry. And enjoy your shower, says Carl Wisman. We'll be thinking about you soaping up. Yep. Anyway, Mike Jimmy says, good luck, Carl. And Carl, you dirty old man. And Michaela's just hit 602 subs. Congratulations. I keep losing them. I know where they're going now. Carl Wisman says, I have to drive east to Covington, Indiana to pick her up, then drive west past my town again, then on to Champaign-Urbana. Spend an hour mucking about town, then bring her home. Take a laptop and go to the Champaign Public Library. That was always a good time for me. And good job, Michaela. It's one more from yesterday, I think. And yep, I'm sucking them in. I'm sucking them in one at a time. And meanwhile, BKM might have lost one. Did you steal that sub? Yes, she did. The culprit. I'm going to have to pat her down to make sure I get it back. Anyway, hey y'all, Glenn, how are you doing, buddy? Hey, go to Indy. Hey, Glenn, you got to get this book. It's really, really wonderful. I read it, and it's beautifully edited. Jack Kirby, A Personal Journey, Words and Pictures, also accompanied by a DVD that will chronicle the legendary Jack, King of Comics Kirby, and his visit by a young strapping lad named Glenn. Anyway, obviously failed at sharing in school. Yes, Carl. Well, but if my subs have to go anywhere, to Michaela they should go. And Glenn, and everyone's saying hello to Glenn, and I share my toys, but not my subs. Well, not all of them. And good morning, Sarah. Mwah, good to see you as always. And stay tuned to her YouTube channel for more naughty fun. And good morning, Ted Davies Artistry. How you doing? Check out Ted Davies got a show tonight. Drinking with the Davies. It's going to be fun. And whoa, Michaela says, Sarah one says hello, and we say hello to the Skunk Rocker. Mwah, good morning, Skunk. How are you today? Everyone's saying hello and sending love. And Sarah too, of course. My mind's a bit fuzzy. And where the hell is he? The world is here, and Brian's on Mars. No, was it men are from Mars and women are from Venus? And yeah. Anyway, hi folks, this is Nick Dockard. Hello, Nick. And enjoy your sunny day, Glenn. My spy cameras say that it's nice in Sheffield, Stoke-on-Trent, and the area. Is that code? Anyway, much love to you, Sarah. And Brian is probably chatting with his guests. No, he's not here yet. So see, I've learned we get our private time, people, if I tell the guests to show up around 10:30. Now, sometimes they get excited and they show up around 10:15, and that's perfectly okay. But, this way we have quality time together. And we'll get your spy camera money back. It is sunny here, but I'm 50 miles at least from those places to mention. And Carl couldn't remember the city either. And good morning, Sir Brian. And the furthermore, it's good to see you. Mwah. Hope you're going to have a great weekend. And Mark Learn, greetings from the prairie. Greetings to you, my brother. How are you today? And please hit the share, folks. The like, share, folks. Yes, please do. The more you share, the more you like, the more this channel could grow. And of you who aren't subscribed, do it. Do it right now. Nick said so. And Michaela Jason's new book blurb, Mercenary Sent to Protect Women. Excuse me, let me start again. Mercenary sent to protect women. He starts to fall in love, but something's not right. Gives her to his brother. Brother likes girl. They fall in love and attack bad guys. That sounds like a book. Anyway, that's great. And listening while writing. Excellent, Sarah. Keep it up. And I would think Michaela's series is quartet currently. Well, it could be like Nickel or Douglas Adams, Nick. It could, we're chapter 5 of the trilogy sort of thing. And don't forget to like. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah, please like this if you've enjoyed any part of it or plan to in the future. And be sure to share this with your friends so they can join the Madhouse too. And thanks, Nick, from Michaela. And Will Schuyler, good morning, my friends. Mwah! Good morning, our Peppermint Princess. How are you? Check out the broadcasting Willow does because she's amazing. And gives her to his brother. Sounds rather archaic. It sounds like an ideal Christmas to me. Brian, Glenn, how are you? It needs to be good news, Brian. I may go postal if it's bad. It's not bad news. I'll talk to you later, Nita, about it. And taking you folks along for the ride on the bus after night. I'm on holidays. Yes. Vacation's all she ever wanted. Vacation had to get away. Good to see that, Will. You've earned it. You've definitely earned it. Glenn Fleming, 2 days to produce a cover. Wow, those guys have a lot of time. Well, they aren't doing it by hand, Glenn. That's the problem. And they don't have their Ames lettering guide. What the hell, right? And Peppermint Princess, says Carl. And hey, Carl. And Coloring Hatch right now, filming it to show my adoring audience how to use ink and brushes. Oh, that ought to be fun. I love watching people create, pencil and ink. It just astounds me. And Skunk Rocker says, I wait for no man. I don't blame you, but this one's worth it, Skunk. And my shower was cold and depressing. Teenagers stole my hot water. I predict teenagers with their clothing out on the front porch tonight. Okay. Anyway, I think it's only fair. And Rage and 2 Broadcast Network, My Chemical Romance, has a famous song about that. Oh, that's right. And John B. Pica, Morning Multiverse. Hey there, friends and foes. Good to see you, John Pica, johnpica.com. Check out Amazon because his 2 books about Tales in the Decoverse are now in paperback as well as digital. You will love those things. And Region 2 mocks us with her laughter. And Joe Bachman, good morning to you. Good morning, folks. Another fun week behind us. Now for a busy weekend of yard work and learning a new programming language again. What, did you forget it? And yes, we get it. And good morning, Eric Hawkins. Get your fingers ready to be number one when Brian Rodman shows up and he launches that great book this afternoon, which, by the way, I'm going to put that up here so you can get that going. Nebulizer number 2 will be on Kickstarter today at noon Eastern, and Brian will be by beforehand to talk to us about that. So, and tomorrow at 8 a.m., says John B. Pica, Gem, Quisp, and cool new loot back in the cereal box, live on YouTube and Facebook, of course. Back in the cereal box.fun. Check it out. And Skunk Rocker says, just FYI, I know I start a lot of projects and not finish them, but I do want to point out that sometimes it's because the idea I thought I had being a good one turned out it was actually a bad one, and I just didn't want to pursue it any further. That's all. That's perfectly okay. I've abandoned ideas too, because I write myself into a corner. I'm not sure how far back to pull out. Shut up, people. Anyway, so it's not like I'm just starting 80 million projects and not finishing them. They're finished because the project sucked. It's okay to have bad ideas, and then when you start working those bad ideas, realizing they're bad and throwing the whole thing in the trash can. Good ideas can sprout from those bad ideas, those bad idea dumpster fires sometimes. That is very, very true. So it's okay if you don't finish a project because it's just not going anywhere. Start on something new. Maybe it will. Just keep on swimming or writing or drawing or whatever creativeness you do. And that is my morning motivational, and hope that Michaela forgives me for the gimmick infringement. I know it's a bit of a rant, but it had a positive bent, and yes, it did. Besides, the only other thing I wanted to talk about is how much I want to destroy the Chevy dealer for ordering 38 freaking car parts, and I don't want to be negative. It's Friday, damn it. Oh, things will get better, Skunk. We were looking at the weekend, all right? And author Kathy Jackson says, good morning, Joe, Skunk, Michaela, Willie, Carl, Glenn, and fellow Nevermore. It's good to see you, hon. I drink a coffee to you. Oh, okay. Lukewarm coffee, my favorite. Anyway, screw Shambana. Did I make an opinion? It sounds like you did. Sarah is not a fan of the Twin Cities Champaign-Urbana, or as we natives called it, shampoo banana. But anyway, ideas are all welcome. Brian, all your guests get excited. I know, Mike Jimmy. I don't know what it is. I think it was when I mentioned I'm not wearing any pants. And Carl Witzman agrees with the Skunk Rocker. And Rodman found revenge feces from Luna in the bed and will be late. Yes, tune in to last night's Comic Book Spectrum, where we discussed the Amber Heard Johnny Depp divorce deposition. And we have learned a new phrase, revenge feces. When anal bleaching just isn't enough. But anyway, yeah. And I can't even look at, I opened up the Apple News this morning. I couldn't even look at the pictures of those two without thinking of revenge feces. Oh my God. And that is very true, Skunk, says Joe Bachman. And let's see, can I hear the shadow, Brian? Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? Me. Okay, there we go. Oh, I forgot. Showed you, Glenn. Anyway, so let's see. Here we go. John B. Pica says, I know you all love YouTube, but YouTube throttles down live streams and long form content. Facebook is rewarding live streaming and long form content, so watching and commenting on Facebook helps Brian get more views. Thank you, John B. Pica. And definitely check out the back of the Cereal Box Network. That is a rockin' good network there. Lots of great geek stuff. You'll love it. And there we go. We had a blip there. Anyway, glad to have. Thank you for sharing. I do appreciate it. And good morning, Nevermorians. How are you? And good morning, Nevermorians. How are you, Luke Stone? How are you? Check out Nerd Bacon every Thursday on the Raging 2 channel. And follow me on Linktree and keep up with all my podcasts. There is that address for Ryan, and I quote. And he does a lot of good content. You will love it. And nothing to forgive, Skunk. It's all good. And yep, yay, Friday. And I feel you, Skunk Rocker. I got a lot of shit I need to take to the curb. All right, and we're going to read a couple things, and we're going to bring in our special guest, very special, Mr. BRIAN RODMAN. Yeah, don't you feel fancy now? Anyway, if you want to be a guest on And I Quote at noon, come on, get going there. Come on, show. Dang it, come on.
Long
I know. It's almost seemed like a long night without you, my friend.
I know.
But
without your canoodling by my side.
But which side?
All of them.
One at a time, or just one at a time? One at a time. It's all I can handle. But anyway, Brian, it is good to have you here this morning. Thank you for being here, man.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. It's an exciting, busy morning around the Rodman household. So I've got my coffee in my bearded cup, and I will drink it from my bearded face.
I love that. That's beautiful, man.
Yes.
So for the maybe half to 3/4 of a person that doesn't know who you are, do you want to take that and introduce yourself as I give you the full screen?
Sure.
All right. Tell everybody.
So for those who don't know me already, your blessings upon you if you don't know me already.
Your luck has just run out.
Yes, it is time. I am BRIAN RODMAN, the creator and author and illustrator of the Nebulizer comic book series. We are launching today at noon in about an hour and a half on Kickstarter. The series itself is about a chronic asthmatic and his feisty AI-controlled nebulizer suit as they fight through a post-apocalyptic world filled with allergen mutants. It's ridiculous, it's fun, and it saved my sanity during the pandemic because I too I deal with severe asthma quite a bit, and this was pure therapy, and it is a ton of fun, guys. If you suffer from any kind of debilitating illness, this book is absolutely gonna make you smile, and it's gonna make you reflect on some things as well. But I am also the author and illustrator of another series called Memoirs of an Angel. It's a dark fantasy series. We'll get into that another time. But it's like Lord of the Rings meets The Exorcist with a Lovecraftian twist.
But better.
Oh, thank you. And I'm also 1/4 of the Dastardly Dingoes podcast and 1/5 of Comic Book Spectrum, which last night's show, if you saw it, my condolences, but it was a lot of fun. Hashtag revenge feces. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, and if you're having breakfast, skip the first half hour is all I can say.
But I'm excited to be on the show this morning. When was the last time I was on here? Oh, look at you, Mr. Fancy.
I know, keeping him by my side, so
Yes.
just in case when my spirits are flagging, and
issue 8 is on its way to you.
I know. I haven't checked my email yet, so I'm all aflutter to think that it may be winging its way to me.
Yes. Flutters.
Yeah, and, the thing is, we live close enough. I could have just driven over.
That's a long drive, though, isn't it? What
3 hours? Are you
3
kidding?
hours?
Yeah.
Is that it? Really? Are we only 3 hours from each other?
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, we need to plan a visit then.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I didn't realize. I thought it was more like 5 or 6.
No.
Yeah, you're in Indiana. You're not in Illinois.
No. We escaped. Yeah. Me and Snake Plissken, man.
Yes. Escape from Illinois.
Yeah, from the land of Lincoln, and he's welcome to it. Believe me. But anyway, folks, please keep your comments coming and your plugs. Please put them in there. Please insert your plugs into the commentary. And so what I did there, and we'll be having some of your comments pop up on the screen. Revenge feces from the monkey weed. And yes, Joe, we will talk about that later. And Glenn's going to be on Nerd Bacon next week. Advance warning to miss it. And good morning to John Celestri.
John, what's up? As I like to call him, Jay Selly.
Jay Selly.
Yeah, indeed.
It's his gangsta name, right?
Yeah. I finally got to meet him in person at Lexington Comic Con. We had a mighty wonderful embrace. And yeah, I love John. He's a great guy.
He really is.
And he makes really great comics as well. I just received a couple weeks ago the Bloodwing Angel Chronicles. Yeah, there it is.
It's called I haven't cleaned off my side table here yet.
So I may or may not be reviewing that on Comic Book Spectrum soon.
Excellent. That would be fantastic. And C. Michael Lanning, good to see you, my friend. I keep trying to unpause. I do too, but a little brand will help that out. And yeah, John, but I can't drive and listen on Facebook. Not well anyway. Facebook takes over the entire phone. YouTube can have overlapping or overlaying apps, and so I can have my GPS up during the show. I think that's code. And see if there's any traffic accidents or delays I need to know about while driving. Can't do that with Facebook. And yeah, bad time for freezing up sounds like Silcon. And Sarah wants to be a Brian sandwich here.
Brian, I love you. And look, Luna's judging us harshly.
I can't say I disagree with Luna this
Me
time.
either. You all right back there, Stoic? All right, good.
Yeah, Luna's back here going, wait until the camera goes dim. I will exact my revenge upon the two-legged one. Anyway.
Talk about revenge feces. Ooh.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, and the thing is, you get to clean up after it. You don't have the luxury of like a handful of maids and servants who will come in, and every time Amber gets annoyed with you for not seeing the premiere of Aquaman, she just gets she just throws away the Pepto-Bismol and out it comes.
We conjure up some elves for that one.
Yeah. Aside from the imagery I'm conjuring up, it's like how much would you take before you cease to forgive Amber Heard?
That's, I don't know, taking a crap on my bed. There are a few things that would upset me, and I think that's one of them. I don't know. That's a strange thing. That's a strange thing to do. What a strange person.
Yeah, I think I would. I'd probably be a little miffed with her as well. So anyway, Scott Gregor says, I would point out to Nina that this is a family-friendly show and we shouldn't be swearing like that. Something tells me she doesn't give a... No, she doesn't. And doing a
we wouldn't have her any other way either.
Exactly. That's part of her charm. And Luke Stone Studios is doing a full jog here in a couple of minutes. Yeah, excellent.
All right.
Man,
awesome.
tell Amanda to keep an eye on you. That yes, I remember her. That's his therapist. So, and whoa, look, awesomeness and be careful. Region 2 says got to get ready for my vlog. Love you guys. Good luck, BR and BKM. Catch me in a bit. Mwah.
It shall be done.
Yes, have a great show, hon. And I like the new chat format on screen. Well, cool. I'm glad. And hey, Luna. See, now Carl's trying to appease the cat goddess up there.
Yes. No, Uncle Carl and Aunt Donna, they have a special bond with Luna. And they've never even met her. So it's pretty impressive. Just saying. They're the cat whisperers.
Yes, they are. And Cindy Kemp has got the lurker mode engaged. Mwah, CKOEPP.com. Please check that out. And good morning, Rodman. How are you? Asked Ryan Permison. Looking forward to reading Memoirs of an Angel soon.
Yes.
And Amber is hot. I might allow the crap on the bed, maybe.
I don't know. I don't care how hot you are. That's gross. That's really freaking weird, man.
Yeah.
And just like, I don't know. I just imagine like the face she's making at the time. She's and it's just I don't know. I can't with someone like that. That's a very strange individual.
Yeah, that is. And Donna Carlene says, "Hi, Brian. Mwah. Good to see you, Donna." And some folks are into that, Eric. I used to know someone. I'm not going to talk about him here on the air.
Oh dear, 2 Ambers, 1 cup.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's just say that I knew someone who wasn't going to get his cleaning deposit back, okay? And Rodman, top 5 favorite trades and favorite single issue covers.
Oh, gosh. Hold on.
Yeah. Brace yourself,
okay.
kids.
So let me think. Top 5 favorite trades. Definitely, this is in no particular order because I'm not prepared, but I would say in the mix is absolutely Frank Miller's Daredevil run. And then I think you can consider this a trade because it came out as individuals first. Batman: The Long Halloween.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great book.
And yeah, that's great. And then I would say, well, I can't really say Sin City. Because those are great. It depends on how you're classifying trade paperbacks versus graphic novels.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is trade paperbacks are released as individuals and then collected in one book. Mm-hmm. Graphic novels are just, they come out as one book.
Yeah.
And they're not meant to be, set apart.
Right.
Oh goodness. So I would then say, Days of Future Past.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, I'm blanking. It's early. Oh goodness.
It's almost the crack of noon.
Oh, here we go. This is a current series that I really love, and it is called I forgot what it was called. Crap. It's a new I've reviewed it on Comic Book Spectrum. It's a dark fantasy series by Alterna Comics. They're about to put out volume 4. Okay. And it's fantastic. So that's probably all I got for that question because I need more coffee.
Yeah. More coffee. We have taken advantage of Brian here. And Glenn Fleming goes, "What's the difference between Brian R and Brian M?" Nothing. Think about it.
I would say no one's ever seen us in the same place at once, but they have now.
They have. We have witnesses now. So. Yeah. And this does seem very family friendly. Well, it depends on which family, Adams or Manson. And from this Small Press Publisher, that is not normal. Hot or not normal.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. I can't do that.
Yeah, sometimes we need a reminder of that. Unfortunately, not right. And Mr. Rodman, is the campaign live? No signal to have at backing it? Just saying. It is not live for another hour, as we are recording this, another hour and 21 minutes, correct?
Yes, we launch at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, so that'll be 11 Central, and then whatever time y'all Californians are on. Pacific weirdness 3 hours ago. Yeah. They live in the past. That's all I have to say.
They do. They've got if New York is destroyed, they've got 3 hours warning.
Right.
The world will end. So that gives them time to get their last tanning session in and such like that.
I love that. That's the concern. If the world is ending, where's my tanning bed? Oh God! Oh
I'm not
no!
dying a pale man, I tell you.
When they find me a skeleton, it'll be a tan skeleton.
That's right, my God. And Long Halloween is a good one. I'm
Yes.
glad you agree, Ryan, and hope to have a Brian sandwich here on the East Coast one day. That doesn't sound weird.
It sounds wonderful.
It does. Eric Hawkins, what? Zombie World of Oz trade is not in your trade list? Well,
I don't have the trade yet, Eric.
Yeah.
I bought it, but I don't have it yet, so I can't say it yet.
Same
So
here. And don't forget Mountain Time. Forget what?
All the times. I don't know. Look
Yeah.
it up.
And you tell him, Eric. You tell him. Lay into him. And wait till we get the Amazonia trade paperback, and then Joe will start abusing us too in that regard.
Yes. So much abuse.
Yeah, and I'm surprised nobody's asked you when's Nebulizer number 3 coming out, or I'm channeling my inner Paul Bush.
So this is actually going to make a lot of people excited, but it'll be excitement after a bit of the So this is the only issue of the Nebulizer coming out in 2022. However, 2 issues that wrap up the first arc will be coming out next year. So we will be wrapping up this story. It is a standalone story. I do have future stories planned for it, but this isn't like Memoirs of an Angel where it's just building on top of each other till the final climax in the last 50th issue. Right. This is a part, a 4-part miniseries that eventually down the road we will continue. But for now, this is going to end the end of next year.
That's cool. Well, 2 issues a year, that still makes you pretty productive,
Yeah, well, that's 2 issues of this comic. I also have memoirs planned in between there.
There you go.
I hate my social life.
What social life?
This is my social life.
This is right now. This is Thursday nights about the only human contact you have aside from your wife. So
pretty much. And that's
how's Robin doing? She was feeling under the weather. Is she feeling better?
Yeah, she is feeling better this morning. She's still hacking up some stuff, but she's feeling pretty good. So she should be able to be on the video at noon. If not, then you'll just get me right here.
Well, there you go. She is wonderful and charming. So anyway, Nick Tockert says a Brian sandwich would be the cheesiest.
Yes.
Yeah. And now Eric Carl Wilson says, now I have the image of the Eric squatting over the bed in his beanie hat. Help me get rid of that image.
Thanks, Carl. Jeez.
Yeah. Thanks for nothing, Carl. And Sarah says, I found out about guys who tan their balls. Bad place for a sunburn. Are you talking about bowling or tennis? Because the tennis would crisp up pretty quickly, but the bowling balls.
That doesn't. There's a lot of things that I could say, but it's too early in the day to say.
You want to borrow one? Damien's here. It serves me well, believe me.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell this used to be round.
Just squeeze it for a good 5 seconds for me, real quick.
Okay. Oh, this. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anyway, and those with an opposing point of view, please write the station manager at forget it. Anyway, and shout out to Ted Davies for hooking me up with the Phantom Stranger and the Phantom Comics. Good stuff.
Ooh,
there.
I
Good
love
stuff.
the Phantom Stranger. So good.
Yeah, and setting reminder, January 1st, 2023, harass Brian Rodman for Nebulizer number 3 constantly. Got it.
Yes,
yeah.
I look forward to your emails.
Yes, your emails are very important to me as I delete them unread. And Sarah says, I think I just added to the image, Carl. Yeah, you did, girl.
Yep.
Thanks. And Calvin Kitten, where's that squeaking coming from?
We just gave this cat a complex. Calvin's like, where?
What squeaking, cat?
See, I have headphones on, so Luna is unfazed.
That's true. That's true.
Yep.
And you just see her. That will be the voice that commands her to kill if she does hear that. Oh, and Cameron Christopher Payne, good morning to you. Hope you're having a splendid Fri-YAY. And Phantom Stranger, wait till you see Hatch The Phantom Zone. I am waiting for it. That ought to be good. So, Brian, we have caught up with the comments. So tell us about, like you are wearing that elegant chapeau upon your scalp there. It is lovely and making you even more studly than before. And I love the dark color slimming effect it has on you.
If any slimming effect can happen upon my head, then that's a miracle. So...
Yeah, I'm wearing a fez and it ain't working, believe me. And like some Manchurian Candidate. Ooh, very good one. Very good one. And Ryan's looking forward to it too. And any more conventions for you, Rodman, this year?
So right now, up to this point in the last couple of years, I haven't been going to conventions, half because they haven't been happening, and other half because of COVID. But I was able to go to Lexington Comic and Toy Con for the weekend, and I'm probably going to be able to do something similar to that with Cincinnati Comic Expo in the fall. Other than that, we will have a table at multiple shows this year. I think the next one is going to be West Virginia at I forgot what it's called, but it's the same. If you go to Lexington Comic and Toy Con's website, they have a link to it because it's by the same people.
Nice.
That'll be the next one that we have a table at. I won't be there, mostly because with my health kind of in the where it's at this year, you don't really know when the asthma is going to sneak up on me and go, bah! So I'm just staying home for the most part this year. I'll make weekend trips, like a day to Cincinnati and then back again. But yeah. Oh yeah. Huntington. Thank you, Ryan. That is,
there we go. Thanks, Ryan.
That's it. Yeah. So we'll have a table there. I won't be there. But you can go see Robin and our wonderful friend Sarah, who will be at that show.
Very cool. Very cool. And speaking of very cool, there's the Ninja Genko. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great day so far. So I started to ask you about it. Tell us about some of the thank you gifts. That's what we call them, the PBS, but the reward levels for.
Yeah. So so just kind of scrolling through my preview page here. The first, we have the basic levels, right? So you have like the digital level where you can get it. Mostly that is huge because right now shipping internationally is ridiculous. Glenn B. Fleming is aware of that. And excuse me. But so the digital reward is really good for international backers. And we have a catch-up digital tier as well, so that you can get issue 1 and 2. We have a digital catch-up tier and a physical catch-up tier. So, if you are an international backer and you want to order physical books, you can. We don't have that up on the Kickstarter page, but if you do want that, message us. The last campaign, that's kind of what we're doing right now. If you live overseas or in another country and you want a physical book, just message us. We'll work it out with you. But as of right now, it's not, you can't click that option on the Kickstarter page.
Right.
But then after that, we have, of course, the physical tier. This time around, we do variant covers for every single Kickstarter campaign. That's exclusive to the Kickstarter. No, they're never on our website. You can only get them during the Kickstarter campaign. This go around, last time we had Seth the Moose, who's a wonderful artist. He's done stuff for me on Memoirs of an Angel, and he did the first variant cover for Nebulizer. This time we have Damian Waldron, our very own Damian Waldron,
he's cool.
Who did a great job with this cover. It's a lot of fun. There's a skateboard, in this issue, there is a motorized skateboard. The whole scene is just ridiculous and action-packed, full of monster guts. It's a ton of fun, and he captivated that tone perfectly in his cover. We have, after that, we've got a collector's tier where you get 2 exclusive 5x7 prints, so it's only available during the Kickstarter. You get a bookmark as well. And this time we are introducing the antagonist of the series, who is I'll give it away. I'll give it away in the campaign. So why
There you
not?
go.
It'll be available in a couple hours or an hour or so anyway. So Connor's doctor, who made Albie, who created the nebulizer suit, who did all of these things to make Connor's life functional and better, and has helped him survive this mutated apocalypse. He himself has now been mutated by a dust mite. So he is now half mutant.
Ooh.
And he is the villain of this story.
Nice.
So
Great
there's
twist.
a lot of, and in this issue especially, we get a glimpse. Every issue, I'm kind of giving you a little bit of a flashback just to kind of fill in the blanks of how we got where we are.
Right.
And this issue focuses on Dr. Schmidt's flashback. So kind of get who he was, who he, the caring, compassionate person that he was, and now is this diabolical dust mite mind, person that we all hope the real Dr. Schmidt is still alive inside, but you got to read to find out. And he will be featured on the bookmark this go round. So it will be his hauntingly terrifying face. And then after that, we have a Collector's Plus tier, which is all the things I just mentioned, but you also get 5 trading cards. And we are jumping into a 1-inch pin that I have, a lapel pin that I have worn in the past. We have a bunch now, so that is now available in the Collector's Plus.
Cool.
These are my favorite tiers. The $100 tier is a tier called Mutate Yourself, which you get to be turned into a dust mite or pollen or ragweed monster, and you will get a print of yourself as whichever one of those you choose. But the final tier is that plus you get to be in the book. You get to be blown up by Connor and Albie in the book in the biggest action scene of the issue. That is limited to 3 though, and one of them is already, like, I know one of them is immediately claimed. So if you want that issue, it's $150. You will be immortalized as an allergen mutant, and you will be blown to bits in this issue. So if that's for you, you need to hurry up and jump on that at noon. Or that will be gone. Yes.
Warm up those fingers, people. Get that address pre-programmed into your device, whatever that may be. And Ryan Permisson says, I may be going to Huntington Comic Con. I want to see you there. I'll try to stop by. Glenn B. Fleming goes, thanks for the mention, Rodman, and to all those in the U.S. who ordered my book, along with the expensive postage, I'm enclosing a little gift for all backers.
Oh, that's nice.
Very good, Glenn. Very good. And speaking of leaving a little gift, Eric is still fixated on the divorce there. Oh, I can recreate that image in real life.
Oh,
you could do it once. Jennifer will.
She would kill him.
She would do better than kill him. He would pray for the relief that only sweet death can bring. So anyway. And Lissy would film it.
Right.
That's the way it works. That's the way it works.
As a warning for others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, last time I remember when you did the Nebulizer #1 campaign, you did something I thought was rather unique, and I really dug it. You've got bookmarks, and you've got these physical aspects of the reward system, but you also made the graphics available for people that ordered the digital versions, so they could print that out themselves and not miss out. I thought that you were doing something similar.
Yes. Everything that is offered on the physical level that isn't a book, or even the books. So yeah, everything will be offered to our digital backers as you can print it out yourself. Because I've been a digital backer before, and it's really cool to see everybody on the physical level. But if you can't afford that, you shouldn't be punished for that. You're still a backer. You're still bringing this thing to life. And so I think it's really important to offer those same, at least at the very least, you have a nice digital print of the artwork for whatever the thing is. So yeah,
that's very cool. Very cool. Now, are you offering the hats now again too? Or
yes, the hats will be add-ons now. They're full on. We unlocked them last campaign, so you can just whenever you buy whatever tier you want, you can jump in at checkout and there's an add-on section, and you can grab one of those beanies. We have both available. We have this one and the Memoirs of an Angel beanie. Both are available this time.
Very cool. Very cool. And Ryan Permison asked, did you see the Batman, Rodman?
I did see the Batman, and I really liked it. I liked it a lot. I gotta say, as much, and we touched on this last night a bit, as big of a Batman fan as I am, and I am a huge Batman fan. I'm a sucker for any new Batman movie that comes out.
Right.
I will curmudgeonly go to the theater and see it, even if it's been rebooted 12 times. But I am getting a little tired of the same type of story being told over and over again. No, that's just me. There are other people that this movie is absolutely made for. And it's a good movie. It's a very good movie. My Batman is Ben Affleck, and I want to see more of him. On the same level, my Batman is also Michael Keaton. And if they ever release the Flash movie, I hope to see him again. But this one is for a new generation. This one is a very specific type of Batman movie. And if you're into that type of Batman movie, if you like I've always wanted to see the movie 7 with Batman in it, and that's what this is. And it's a good movie. It is that alone is worth watching, and it's worth all the praise that it's getting. But I am a little tired of all the Batman movies at this point.
There, I understand that. And Ryan Permison says, I love the Batman. Matt Reeves and the cast killed it.
They really did a great job.
And exciting times. So many great creators out there, says Glenn B. Fleming. I am privileged to have met so many of them.
Likewise.
Ditto. And Sarah says she wants a nipple head beanie.
I don't know if that'll happen. But if it does, you'll be the first to know.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Thanks, Sarah.
I love Sarah. She's so funny.
She is hilarious. She's wonderful. She really is. So we are caught up with your comments, and this is a chance to interrogate this young man here. So have at it, and definitely need a Batfleck movie or series, says C. Michael Lanning. I totally agree. I was
all for the idea of what they were going to do with his Batman movie. It was essentially, I don't know if you're familiar with the movie The Raid.
Yeah.
It was that, but him in Arkham.
Yeah.
And the main villain was supposed to be Deathstroke. And I thought that would have been intense. That would have been something new.
Yeah.
It would have been really, really cool. But hey, at this point in the game, Warner Brothers has just screwed the pooch too many times for me to care about whatever they release. So until I'm in a theater watching a movie, and even then you don't know if it's the real version of the movie or not. I mean, look at Justice League. So it's
so there's that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've also, I gotta say, I've kind of gotten away from TV and movies lately. And nothing against them at all. The real the TV and movies that I'm really starting to get into more are old stuff. And I'm more putting a lot of energy into indie comics, and indie books, and just some really good writing. I'm diving a lot more in there because in those places I can direct it in my head, and I can make it sound or like whatever I want it to. I can, if it's a novel, I can have the whatever actor I want, dead or alive, or both, at the same time, be the characters. And I actually prefer that more than going to movies anymore these days.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And yep, says the Ninja Genko, that would be. And Ryan Permison says the Nightmare Affleck series, I'd like to see. The last scene of ZN jail was awesome. Yeah. And let's see. And Cambodian martial art movie Raid, awesome, says the Ninja Genko. And Sarah says, ooh, maybe Batman keeps reincarnating with different characters turned into the Joker, etc.
They kind of did that with the Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah.
Which that would be a trippy villain in a movie. I think that's another reason why I'm kind of with Batman movies is we just get the same villains over and over again.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that last night.
Yeah, where Batman. Yeah, he's got more than the Joker to deal with, and just like I said, I'm sick of Lex Luthor all the damn time.
Yeah, it's like, can we just explore the other rogues gallery, please?
Exactly. Plus, having different disorders from what he went through, different disorders each incarnation. I like that. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Now, Eric is bound and determined to keep us on the Amber Heard level here. I should say, Eric Hawkins did once have an accident in bed. He thought it was gas, but was explosive. Woke up the ex-wife and said, I Amber Heard the bed. Oh, no wonder he's so sympathetic to Amber Heard now. So he's utilized his anal cannon himself. So yeah, man, we oh, we're just learning all kinds of words now, aren't we?
I love the terminology that's coming out of this trial. I won't watch the trial because it's all ridiculous. But the terms that are coming out of this are mighty entertaining for us
yes,
who just find comedy in the darkest of places.
Yeah, it's like how everyone has weighed in on like the slap from Will Smith, and on both sides, and I could just see that Hollywood is just trying to pick which line they want to be in. Well, I normally don't sympathize with anyone who soils the bed, but in this case, it's this is Johnny Depp. No wonder he drinks so much rum. But anyway, I would too. So anyway, I'm going to take this down, Eric. I hope you don't mind, but I'm sure Eric will come up with something soon.
I don't doubt it. And if it doesn't make the show, he'll make sure we read it in the message.
Yeah, he'll probably
send us.
Yeah, he'll probably send us emails. Hey, I meant to say. So anyway, Batman matches Malone. I love matches Malone. Bruce Wayne. I think it's a personality disorder if ever I seen one. Yeah, seriously. I like that. And Cindy Kemp has disengaged her lurker mode. I'm anticipating some special promotion here, and hopefully for herself and for Ledger's Joker weaponry. Very good, Sarah. Thank you. So, we mentioned comics. What are some of your favorite titles right now, mainstream and independent?
Right now, I'm not really into the mainstream too much. I'm of course I'm really enjoying all of the Hellboy spinoff stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm really enjoying Mike Mignola's new Baltimore universe that he's doing. But I'm enjoying a lot of indie books from Kickstarter. It's really where I get most of my stuff anymore. And I go, I still go to the comic shop and I've got a pull box. I think honestly, the thing that's the most current that I'm really enjoying is Shutter magazine.
Yeah.
I think really above all else, I'm really digging it. And it goes back to what I was talking about, like really enjoying older stories. Shutter magazine is just that. It's a mixture of older stories and stories that are in that same style of the Warren magazine stuff, and it's all very short, concise tales that are spooky and black and white, and I dig it. I think that's probably, I get so excited every time a new one comes out, and I think that's probably the most excited that I am. As far as indie comics, though, there is a new comic that's about to come out on Indiegogo that I cannot wait. And I mentioned it a few months ago, the first issue, Ed Gein, Demon Hunter.
Oh, yes.
Issue 2 is about to drop on Indiegogo.
Oh, nice.
And you'll be able to get issue 1 then as well. Cool. So I'm very excited about that. That's kind of where I'm at. Other than that, I'm making my own stuff and I'm hard at work, so I don't get a chance to explore a lot of other things right now.
Yeah. That's why I don't watch much TV, because it cuts into my writing time.
Yeah, it sucks up all the time.
Yeah, and my mental energy and such. Let's see. Ryan Permisson says indie creators are the best in the world today. I have to agree
I
with
agree.
you. And the Ninja Gecko says in the Navy we call that a phantom hitter. So anyway,
Yeah.
thank you. And as flawed as it were, I love the way Gotham handled most of the villains, says C. Michael Lanning. And who needs Marvel and DC? We have the best writers here on screen and beyond. Very, very good point
Thank
there.
you, and I agree, especially about the beyond part, and right next to me here.
Well, this guy here, he's doing the stuff. This one. There we go. And and Cindy Kemp says coming soon to a Patreon near you. Stories art, behind the scenes brainstorm list, discount codes, relaunching with new patron tiers and more fun at patreon.com/CKOEPP.com. Yay! And check out that website CKOEPP.com and sign up for that free monthly newsletter that ought to be coming out in just a few days. So it's always a good read there. And what if Ryan Permisson says, what if Marvel and DC folded and all the other distributors and indie writers and artists call the shots?
In all seriousness, I think that's where it's going. I don't know about folding, but there's in the next 10 years, and we have had many shows on Comic Book Spectrum where we talked about this, on the Dingoes and beyond. A lot of people, this is the buzz, is what's comic books look like for the next 10 years. And I think we're heading in a direction that looks like this. I don't think it'll be exactly that. I really do think, and I hope, just because of like the animosity that I have felt in the past towards Marvel and DC for their mainstream shenanigans, I don't want to see them go away.
Mm-hmm.
They are an institution to comics. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's reality. Whether you like them or not right now, they are the reason that comics are what they are. And I don't want to see them go away. I would love to see them branch out. I would love to see them stop recycling the same characters and same stories, put some endings on these characters, and move on. And become actual publishers instead of just cranking out the same stuff over and over again. And I hope that's the direction they go in. I really, really do. I think DC's trying to do that with their Black Label stuff. You know, they're doing things that, and let's be honest. Vertigo pretty much turned into Black Label. That's kind of what it was.
Right.
DC's always kind of had a foot in that realm with their Vertigo and now their Black Label, and they had the option to cross over into mainstream DC stuff. I don't think Marvel's ever had anything like that, had they, Brian? I'm not really familiar with their history.
Not.
Of course, we're both DC guys, so but
that's true. That's true.
You know a lot more about comics than I do in the history. So
well, I'm trying to think. Marvel's made little half-hearted stabs at doing more mature things, you know, along the lines of Vertigo or Black Label, but they've never really committed to it because I think they don't want to alienate their younger reader base.
That's fair, I guess, but I don't know. I mean, hey. Look, obviously Marvel's doing something right with all their movies and every TV shows and everything, but that's the direction I would love to see them go in. I would love to see them do more of that stuff, less of the recycling of the same old,
right?
And but at the same time, I think we're still going to see a lot more creators branch off from the mainstream and just do their own thing through crowdfunding. I think you're going to see that not only in comics, you're going to see it in animation. I think you're going to see, you've already seen it in video games. Now indie video games are just as big as Xbox, PlayStation, or bigger. Because of Steam. And you're going to see it, you're seeing it in music already as well. I think that's the direction we're headed in just entertainment in general. We're getting away from the corporation producing music. It's going to be the individuals who are doing their own thing, their own fan base. And I think what we're going to see is little pockets of communities surrounding these people, similar to what we have here with the Nevermorians. We have, you know, I think you're going to have no more than 1,000 folks per person, almost. And I think that's a good thing. I think it'll help us get away from this weird celebrity crapping on the bed stuff, and
hear that, Eric?
and more into like actual, like, we love this person, we're going to surround this person, and it's a smaller community of folks that are enjoying whatever this person's putting out, and I think we're going to get away from what it looks like now, very, very corporate, very, you know, label running everything, the individuals can't make any kind of decisions for their own art. I think we're definitely getting away from that.
Yeah, I think you're right, Brian. I'd like to see more of that myself. And I'm noticing that it used to be that you started out like doing your amateur work, your fanzines, etc., and then you graduated hopefully into the bigger leagues. And now it looks like there's a tier opening up above the mainstream media from DC, Marvel, top 10 publishers, where you create your own brand like Scott Snyder has, or Ed Brubaker, where they have their own family of magazines, their own close, creator friends, and they're making that work on social media and in crowdfunding. So,
and I think a perfect example of what we're describing is the creator of Earthworm Jim.
Yeah.
He shows up on Indiegogo every now and then, puts out an amazing campaign, puts some brilliantly beautiful books out. I have a couple of his hardbacks. Oh gosh, they're so pretty. And then he disappears back into his creative hole. Right. And I think we're going to see a lot more of those things. I think that's I like that. I like that, we're popping up, we're saying, "Hey, I have new stuff," and everybody comes and gets it, and then we disappear and we go make more stuff. I like that. I like that a lot. That's
a good model. That's a good model to. Brian Pulido does something like that too.
Yes,
with the Lady Death family. That he comes up with a new book, he crowdfunds the hell out of it, and then he retreats, fulfills immediately, then starts creating more stuff for his fans. So I think it's a highly sustainable model there.
I will say this, and then I have to lurk away into the shadows here soon because my wife is texting me because we got to get ready. We got to get ready for our launch in less than an hour.
Don't worry about it, Robin. I'm keeping him out of your path. Okay, sure. Yeah.
So a friend of mine, we were talking about this very thing yesterday, actually, and he brought up a very good point. He's like, well, that would be great, but you got a lot of these platforms like Kickstarter and Indiegogo who aren't holding creators accountable. And whenever they try, the creators are backlashing. And I'm like, well, that's got to change. And the people that don't want that to change, they're either going to have to adapt or die. And my advice to you, if you have a problem with a platform holding you accountable for your fulfillment, you don't belong in this industry.
Agreed.
So,
super opinion. Do you have time for one more question? Because
of course I do.
Yes, a really good one here.
Yeah.
And we'll get to more of your comments, folks. And Robin, you like Luke Stone. Fiction based on religious entity. How do you balance belief with storytelling? That's an excellent question.
That's a great question. That's and that's not really the case with the Nebulizer. But this is directed at Memoirs of an Angel.
Right.
So the way that I approach this, especially because I have many dear friends who do not share my faith. And that's their decision. That's fine. I'm not going to treat them any differently. This book is still for them. Memoirs of an Angel is still for them because if you look at it, Christianity, just like every other mythos, right? And I don't say mythos necessarily as fictional terms, just as in like this grandiose, scene of gods and warriors and these epic stories. That's a mythos. It has a world building. It has all this stuff. Christianity is no different. And that's how I approach it. I approach it as though someone would be going into the, heavily researching the Greek gods and telling a story revolving around the Greek gods. That's what I'm doing with the Christian mythos and the Christian God Yahweh and Jesus and it's not your cheesy preachy writing. It's actual stories. Like, perfect example. There's a show on Netflix, an animated series on Netflix made by the creative team that did the Castlevania show. It's called I think it's Blood of Zeus. Bloodline of Zeus, something like that. And it's very good. That's exactly what I'm doing, just with Christianity. What they're doing with that pantheon, with that group of gods, that's how I'm approaching Memoirs of an Angel. It just so happens that I just believe a lot of this stuff is theoretically and factually true.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
but that belief I don't force on anybody in the books.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling a story.
Right.
And my goal is to get you to understand this mythos more than you would if you just, a lot of people have just been completely burned and hurt by the church
Sure.
for legit reasons.
Right.
This is not that. That's my goal in this. I want to tell a good story. I really want to tell a good horror fantasy story. So this is not for children. There's people that are, put to death on
Right.
stakes and
Yeah.
you get there's a lot of gross body horror there. It is very much Lord of the Rings. So you get that world construct with meets The
Right.
Exorcist.
Right.
So there's a lot of demonic horror there. So it's not preachy. It's not, so how I balance the belief with the storytelling is, I approach it with, this is what I believe. And these are theories within the world. So like everything that I put in Memoirs of an Angel is not what I believe to be true. It's just, it's all under the umbrella of theories that are within Christianity. But I obviously have things that mean a lot to me within my faith that I want to share with other people just because I want to share them. But at the end of the day, I really want to tell a good story that represents this thought, this world building process of this mythos well. So
Very good. Very good. Very good. And Glenn Fleming says, and the best editor, even though he doesn't know it, continuation for Wizard.
I think he knows it.
Yeah. Cookie is the best editor. Anyway,
yeah.
And let's see. Let's get some more comments. No problem to Ninja Ganko. We're glad for your content. And let the indie creators take over more original stories and characters, please. And Icon Comics may be Marvel mature. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Mike.
There we go. Okay,
I appreciate that, see. And I think the rest of this is the lovely Cindy kept giving us many plugs. And so, Brian, I think I think you can go back to your lovely wife now and gird your loins. As I said earlier, gird your loins for crowdfunding combat.
Oh, yes. I'm excited about it. We our goal this time is $3,000 because, hey, man, inflation is real. And we are trying to still, we're trying to make some money. But the money that we make, we're always going to funnel it back into the series. We just want to keep doing this.
Sure.
We want to keep doing this. We want it to be self-sustaining.
Yeah.
And so our goal is a little higher this time, but we would love to hit it as soon as possible. So please head to this link right now. You can head to this link and sign up to be notified on launch. Join us on Facebook Live in a little over 30 minutes. Robin and I will be walking everyone through all of the tiers a little bit more in depth than I did this morning.
Sure.
And yeah, we're going to have a good time and we're going to launch this thing and hopefully we're going to get this thing funded ASAP.
That's right. I have full faith. Remember, I've gone on record as saying you're going to do it in one day.
Oh, that'd be amazing. I'd love it. Ooh, real quick, I have to plug this.
Yes.
Jeremy Woodring.
Yes.
Did the video for our Kickstarter. He does every video for every Kickstarter campaign.
He's
we do.
great.
He knocked it out of the park this time, guys. So when you go to the Kickstarter campaign, first thing you do, watch that video. That video, he put so much time into that, and it shows. He is so good. So if you need something like that as well, contact him. His website is in the video. So I can't praise the man enough. He's one of our dingoes. He is so good at what he does.
He's kind of like the anti-Chad Nuss, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's similar to Chad in personality, but he's much better than Chad. Chad is an Amber Heard. Let's just put it that way.
Exactly.
Not really. I can't say that about that man. I love Chad.
Chad, do too. I do too. He's awesome.
I always crap on him because it's fun and we have a mutual understanding. Exactly. But no, Chad is one of my best friends, and I love Chad very, very much. So.
You have to be best friends because I don't know anyone else would put up with that from somebody that didn't like you. So
every now and then I'm like, am I going too far? And either he's just not telling me, or or he's a glutton for punishment. I'm not really sure which.
He might be saving every time you insult him. It's $20 he doesn't have to spend downtown. So you
don't have to have sex with me. Just just throw insults at me. That's all I need.
Exactly. So, yeah. I'll take care of it from there. I'll do it myself.
On that note, I got to get out of here.
Yeah. Oh, sorry to leave you with that taste in your mouth. But anyway, check out this campaign here. You've got 40 minutes to sign up beforehand. You will be under no financial obligation. It is merely to alert you that the campaign is live. Please jump on that. Now, do you have any early bird specials?
We don't.
Okay.
But I did want to say, you could, the limited tier, the 150 tier, that is going to be early bird because it won't be there after today, probably.
Yeah.
So
only 2 more to go. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, but anyway, I did want to say that if you aren't familiar with how Kickstarter works, it's not like Indiegogo. Mm-hmm. You can back today, and it won't come out of your bank account for another 30 days. Mm-hmm. So you can back today and then save some money for 30 days. So you have time and you don't have to worry about it. You know, you can commit today and pay tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
sounds
that's
good.
Yep.
Excellent,
so
Brian.
Thank you for having me on, Brian. This has been a lot of fun.
It's always a lot of fun to have you on here. We got to do this more often.
We should,
man. Anyway, good luck, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And everybody, Nevermorians, I love you guys, and I will see you. And of course, I have to say this as I leave. Good morning, my fellow Brian and Nevermorians. Let's have a good Fri-YAY, everybody. See you later. Bye.
Take care, brother. Everybody, please get on this campaign right now for the Nebulizer number 2. You have an opportunity to get number 1, and it's going to be a fun comic book. It is great, and Brian has talked about either an audiobook or an animated film, and he has already cast the Albie part. I'm not going to say who it is, but it's now try to get that out of your head. Anyway, let's get back to your comments here. And thank you all for your great comments and questions for Brian. Seriously. We are going to dismiss before noon so y'all can get something to eat, take an Amber Heard, and then go over to Brian's page on Facebook and start pledging, okay, and get ready for it. It's going to be entertaining. Hopefully Robin will feel well enough. She is Brian's cookie. Okay, that she is the power behind the throne, and you will love her. She is absolutely a delight. She really is. So anyway, coming to a Patreon near you, stories, art behind the scenes, brainstorm list, discount codes, relaunching with new patron tiers, and more fun. Patreon.com/CKOEPP. It's good stuff. Vintage style fun at Smashwords with me, and way more interesting than modern television. Check out our work on Amazon, paperbacks and graphic ebooks and all kinds of cool stuff. And learn how to battle allergy mutants with swords with Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tucker, who's going to be on tonight. Check out the Historical Fencing Guild at 8 p.m. tonight. A great show, even if you're not into armed combat. But if you're a writer or a creator, you definitely need to check that out because it will give verisimilitude to your work. And who needs another reboot when you have original stories? John B. Pica has them. Check out johnpica.com. Also, check out his first 2 Decoverse books, starting with Nightreich. Available now on Amazon, now both in paperback form. And Dingoes have the stories. They sure do every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on their YouTube channel, Nerd Culture Chats with Creators who don't need a gazillion reboots to tell a story or reshoes either. Check out what Ryan Permisson does. He is awesome. And Amazon's not on Amazon. Look instead on the desk of a small press publisher Saturday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. And Neurosis celebrates its first birthday. The great book by Amy Hale that I think she sold out when she was at SalukiCon. So get your copy today. And if you buy it off of Amazon and you see her show, she will happily sign that for you. And do Warriors go after allergy mutants? They should. Michaela Jade knows the truth. She just finished the 4th book in her series there. It's coming out soon. And Quad City Con, medium-sized cons all around the Midwest where Cindy has not seen any allergy mutants yet. And go to the Chromiverse to prevent allergy mutant invasions. Check out the madness of Pops Van Zandt on the YouTube channel. And hybrids that aren't allergy mutations? available at LukeStoneStudios.com. And if you prefer vintage entertainment, check out Worlds of Weinbaum from Bear Publications, which also has Cindy's newest book, Animal Eye, and her comic book. Always has fulfillment taken care of. That's Eric S. Hawkins, who's just his campaign for Zombie for World of Oz has started, and let me get that raised here. You can go to this address here and get your copy of issue 4, along with the trade paperback that has issues 1 through 3 with additional content. You must have it. You will be happy you did. And let's see here. And when allergy mutants storm the gates, you go to Stormgate Press, where Charles F. Milhouse has all kinds of great things, including the Captain Hawkland Adventures, including the Skyhook Remnant, a sequel to the Skyhook Pirates, written by me. And reviews from the land down under. Haven't seen allergy mutants yet, but any minute now. Check that out on YouTube. And doing cool art for Animal Eye and his own comic, Callie, that's Roll Cruz. Check him out at artstation.com. And lives in a temperate rainforest where they might be mold mutants. Victoria Adams will chronicle that along with her great intellectual books there. She is a wonderful lady. And Heroic Trolls Are Too Scary for Allergent Mutants. Check out S.L. Rowland, who knows all about that stuff. And producing anthologies that put a fun twist on old stories. Check out yeolddragonsbooks.com. Meet the Dragons. And thus ends my break. Well done, Cindy. Well done. Don't forget to tip your host. Thank you. Hashtag bring cookie home. Check out patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And then go to ckoepp.com on Patreon and really get some wonderfulness from Cindy. And go pledge to Brian, Joe's, Luke's, and Eric's Kickstarters and Indiegogos. Thank you, Cindy. Mwah. I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you, sweetheart. And he was a derp with VR. And good luck from Carl Witzman and for all of us, too. And I need to take off soon to pick up my friend for the doctor's appointment. Everyone have a great day. Good luck, Brian. Our laters all Donna, Carl, Monty. You both have a great green room tonight. And we'll see you soon. And with that, we are caught up with your comments, friends. And so with that, I think we're going to get ready, and we're going to let you get ready for Brian's launch on the Nebulizer number 2. Please support that comic. It will be so very encouraging. And even if you don't want the comic, there is a tier where you can just give them a few dollars to just give them like an attaboy. All right. And if nothing else, even if you don't want to perhaps pledge anything to his campaign, please share his posts on Facebook concerning this, because some of your friends may read comics and some of them might get turned on by this book. It is an excellent book. And like Cindy's Animal Eye, nobody has said anything bad about it because it's an awesome, awesome comic. And so what we're going to do is we're going to wind it down now. And first of all, check out the New Adventures of the Blue Circle, my latest book. I'm in there along with James Blakey and Quentin R. Castle from Prose Press. Corporate, it's not corporate, but it's crime fighting by committee. You will see the adventures of the awesome Blue Circle. Check it out on Amazon right now in ebook and in paperback form. And also check out our Patreon. We really sincerely thank our Patreon subscribers for helping us keep the rising tide going. It means a lot, especially in times like this, that we are able to provide an exclusive blog for you guys twice a week, and also little goodies every now and then for $5 and higher. And so please check out what we offer at www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And let's see what else we've got going here. Also, we want to thank our sponsors of today's show, the Rising Tide Publications. Please check out our page on Facebook and give it a like if you would. We have constant content on there daily. And also, we want to thank Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. Did you check out that powerful lifelike imagery on their screen just now, those have been on actual paperback books and various ebooks. That is the work of Jeffrey Hayes. He does amazing work. And if you want him to do that amazing work for you, then go to the Facebook page for Plasma Fire Graphics, check out the printed samples there, and then bop on over to plasmafiregraphics.com, where you can contact Jeffrey directly and find out about his indie creator-friendly pricing on all the graphic services you could require to sell that book or comic. That's Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. And with that, folks, we are going to take our leave. Don't forget, tonight is Drinking with the Davies at 7 p.m., followed by the Historical Fencing Guild with Nicholas Anthony Tockert at 8 p.m., and a full weekend of great shows like Stupid O'Clock from the Desk of a Small Press Publisher and Comics, Chaos, and Sass. We will be talking to you Monday morning at 9 a.m. Right now, I think I'm going to take a nap and wake up in 10 minutes and get ready to pledge for Brian Rodman's comic book. So, folks, as always, thank you for your reception to Brian. We love him. We love you. And we hope you have an incredible weekend, no matter where you're watching this from. And if you're watching us on the rerun, we appreciate you every bit as much as everyone who shows up live. Please share, like, and subscribe to this channel on YouTube. And also please share and get those notices going on Facebook, where when we post something, you will be notified of our next broadcast, which again will be Monday morning at 10 a.m. for a live Nevermind the Furthermore. So as always, folks, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk to you on Monday. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide broadcast network production. If you enjoyed any part of this show, please give it a like or a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and consider becoming one of our Patreon supporters. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Nevermind the Furthermore.
From author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Author Cindy Kapp is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kapp at CKOEPP.com today.
Now on Sunday mornings, longtime independent comics creator Randy Zimmerman brings to you a podcast that talks about the lighter and more whimsical side of comics, the fun side of comics. That's right. Sunday Funnies is back Sunday morning, 9 a.m. on the Raging 2 YouTube channel and on certain Facebook pages. Check it out, won't you? It's special guests, great talk, and a lot of fun as we work to put the fun back in funny books. See you there.
The Comics-Related Madness presents Enter the Crowleyverse, an anthology featuring a little brief dude with a bad.
Yeah, listen, it's me, Crown, the world's first real-life internet troll. So there's a whole gang of creators making an anthology starring yours truly. We're talking 15 creators, 13 stories, another 8 folks creating merchandise, all for your entertainment. Indiegogo is the place you want to go to back this glorious project. This anthology features my lovable self crossing over in today's best independent comic books and graphic novels, causing chaos everywhere I go. In addition, we're going to be offering custom painted shoes, black light tapestries, sketch cards, alternate covers, adorable crocheted mini-me's, original art, and sculptures.
Anyway, back in today, only on Indiegogo.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
The campaign to end World War II would begin with D-Day. But the fight that would shape the destiny of all mankind would be fought elsewhere. In space. Allied with beings from another world, the crew of the cargo plane Flying Rebel battled the horrifying evils of Project Ares and a madman hell-bent on becoming the Emperor of Earth. Stormgate Press presents the Doomsday Blitzkrieg. Get your copy today. From author Brian K. Morris comes a classic hero in a high-flying, fast-paced, and action-packed steampunk adventure. The original Skyman battles the Master of Steam with an introduction by comics icon and historian Roy Thomas. A Rising Tide, an Ace Comics publication. Available now in print or digital format on Amazon.com.